All right, so for today, we ended up going back to our two different assignments that I've been giving you a theme. And so I want you to spend some time today going back and rereading your responses. If you're not done with it, you can also finish those as well. But I want you to through your responses for theme and songs, as well as the theme assignment. Both of those are in Schoology. If you go to your assignments, you have theme and songs right here and theme right here. So you can look at your assignments that way. When you get to the theme one, if you need to, for some reason, go back and see the story that you used, you can click on this right here. It'll take you to the story links with the different stories that we have been exposed to in class, so you can look at those if you need it. Okay, but otherwise, you're going to look at your responses that you have on here, and you're just going to make sure that makes sense. Because what's going to happen in the next class or so is you're going to get new stories, and you're going to have to essentially find the theme of that story and be able to support why it's the theme for an actual grade. It's like a big grade. Um, so I want you to go back through because practice. The only way you're going to get better is if you practice. So going back to what you've already started and rereading your responses, making sure that they make sense, is what I want you to focus on. So if you're in here and you're like, "Yep, here's the title, here's the theme," and then you start to read your response, and what I would do is I would read it out loud. Because if it doesn't make sense, or you have to pause for some reason, fix it and make sure that it makes more sense. Because that's what you're going to have to do when you're in class and we do the one for a grade. Okay, so again, you're being specific from the story. You're going back to what actually happened in the story for you to think that that's why it's the theme. Same thing over here is you want to connect it to the story in the sense of maybe you have a personal experience. So if the theme is to never give up, you are talking about a time when you never gave up and connecting it back to the story. So for instance, you'd be like, I never gave up when I did this, and I finally was able to achieve blank. Just like how in the story, this character did this. Okay, so you're connecting it that way. You should have practice 1, 2, and 3 on this. Practice 4, you are not doing today. You are only looking at practice 1, 2, and 3, making sure that those responses make sense. And if not, you can kind of edit and alter them as needed. Okay? You're doing the same thing for the theme and songs. So again, you're looking at the fact that you have a theme, and then you're going to explain your theme. Why is that the theme? You're going to support it. Now, this is where you need to make sure you go back to the lyrics. So yes, you may have a theme of some sort, and you may just go, yep, that's just the theme. But you need to go back to the lyrics and maybe pick out a couple of the lyrics that go, yes, this is why the theme is to be blank, because of what it says in the lyrics. Again, you can go back to what is your own personal experience with that theme. How does it connect back to that song? Because that again is going to help support why you think it's that theme. So you're just reading through them, editing them, making sure that they make sense. Because again, the more practice you do, the better you're going to be. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to do. When you get done doing that, what you're going to end up doing for me is you're going to email me, and you're going to say, because we did a reflection today, so I'm going to show you kind of what we ended up doing. So in class with this reflection sheet that we've been working on, you already did reflection 1 and reflection 2. You're going to do reflection 3, and it's going to be this. It's theme, how am I doing? And so what I'm going to have you do, instead of writing it down on this piece of paper because you don't have it, you're going to actually go to an email, and I'm going to have you email your reflection to me. So here's what your email should say. You can put this as the topic, so theme, how am I doing? And what you're going to do is you're going to respond, how am I doing with theme? And being able to support why it's the theme. So are you having trouble with it? What is specifically you're having trouble with? Are you having success with it? Maybe you even start back to, you know what, in the very beginning, I wasn't very good at blank, but now I am better at doing this. How you were able to get better at doing that. So you're going to respond with that with about 3 to 4 sentences as to just what you did to help, or just see where you're doing with theme, because we're going to be doing this one for a grade here soon. Okay, so 3 to 4 sentences about that. Just your reflection on your overall, how are you doing with theme, and being able to support why it's the theme. And then the last thing I want you to add to your email is I want you to type these words. So that way I know that you actually did do the other part of the assignment. I want you to say, I reread through my responses for the theme and theme in songs assignment. And I just want that there because I just want to make sure that you actually did that. So if you didn't do that, don't just type it and say you did. I want you to make sure that you do because, again, the more practice you do, the better you're going to be. Okay? So when you are done doing all the things, like this email is going to tell me that you did all the things you were supposed to do for me today. This video covers today, which is Wednesday, then February 9th. It also covers February 10th, which will be for a red day. So that's what I need for you to do. I'll be waiting for your email. When I get it, I can put in your scores. If I don't get it, it's going to go in as missing. So just know that's going to happen. All right, that's all I got for you.